Taurus, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Taurus, please. All right, your energy, the Seven of Swords, okay? So this could be that you're currently or actively avoiding this person or this connection, or you're looking at something here that may be very draining for you. Your time, your energy, your love, your money, your resources. All right, your person, the Three of Crystals in reverse, okay? They're viewing you as the Nine of Crystals in reverse, okay? What you're not seeing, the Six of Swords in reverse, they're coming back around, and we see the Emperor energy. I think you're going to have strong boundaries here, Aries energy, with this person. Now, for some of you, there may be some sort of third-party interference here. You have maybe found that out, that they were dealing with somebody else, or, you know, that they're in another connection. We see the Starseed. This is the Fool card in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. So we do have strong Aries energy. So some of my Taurus, you might have Aries in your chart. You could be an Aries Taurus cusp. But I feel like you're ready to start something new. And I feel like you're trying to figure out what that might be. Because there's something that feels off about this person or this connection, or you found something out that you were like, you know what, this was manipulative, or this is draining me, my time, my energy, my love, my money, my resources. All right, so the Seven of Swords. You may be avoiding this for now. The Five of Swords. Yeah, some of you feel stabbed in the back. I think you're really detached and you're avoiding this person or this connection because there's something here that's making you feel like it's not worth it. Something's off. Third-party energy for some of you. And I feel like this created or has created a lot of conflict for you. But you're feeling stabbed in the back. Maybe you're feeling betrayed. Maybe you're feeling like, you know, there's just too much conflict. All right, and it looks like you're ready to move off in a different direction if you haven't already. But you're viewing this person as the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. So you're viewing this person as still hanging out in your energy, even if you're avoiding them. So that may be that you're questioning whether or not you made the right decision. You might be replaying conversations. You might be, you know, rereading messages. Or they could literally be hanging out around you. They could be liking your stories. They could be, you know, following you online. You know, watching your updates and things like that, which can sometimes, you know, make it that much harder to move on. Let's see. But yeah, Pisces energy, hanging out in your energy here. And you're viewing the connection as the Eight of Wands in reverse. Some of you feel like it is time to protect your energy from this. Like enough is enough. I'm not really getting stalker vibes or anything like that, but I am getting like things didn't go the way you planned. You saw the outcome here very differently, and you gave and you gave. And you gave this person opportunities, you gave them chances, you may have made excuses for their behavior. And now it's like you want to detach. You want to start something new. You want to kind of be done with this, but they're still hanging out in your energy. Three of Crystals in reverse tells me that this person maybe had you in a third-party situation. This is the Three of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. And with the Three of Crystals in reverse, you know, this person maybe be going back and forth about whether or not that you and this person can get on the same page. They may be questioning compatibility here. The Knight of Swords, this may be somebody who rushed in and out of the connection, but I'm getting like an inherent dishonesty from this person. Like they don't always say what they mean or mean what they say, or they didn't tell you the truth. They're not seeing a way forward at this point in time, but they're still like hanging out in your energy. Hierophant in reverse, this person might be very different from you, a different race, religion, tradition, background. And again, sometimes when that's the case, you know, you may kind of excuse things, or you may be like, oh, well, we weren't raised in the same culture, or, you know, we're very different from each other. So we kind of sometimes make concessions that we wouldn't normally make For some of you, this person has ended a third party situation, and they're thinking or they're hoping that they can come back towards you. All right. For others of you, this person wasn't moving towards a higher level of commitment, and you may know now why. Maybe third party, and we see 5 of Cups. This person is sad, they're disappointed, they're hurting. It looks like their own actions have hurt them, and they're feeling the consequences there. They're viewing you as the 9 of Crystals in reverse. So some of you have maybe started something new. You may no longer be single. But regardless, this person they do know that your health has suffered here, or your finances have suffered. They know that you're working hard to like recover, to get on your feet. And they also see that you're not really giving to this connection or giving to them the way you used to. The King of Swords. Yeah. All right, Taurus. They see you as really like, you don't mess with the King of Swords. Like, this person knows they need to come at you correct or with an apology or not at all. And some of you, they know they shouldn't even come towards you at all, right? But with the King of Swords, they do want to communicate, but they also know that you're protecting your energy. They know that that you will cut them down, or you will tell them off if they don't come in with the truth, or they don't come in correct. The Knight of Wands, they see you as fiery, passionate, sexy, that you're, I want to say grounded, even though neither one of these cards are particularly cards that we usually associate with being really grounded. But I do see that. Like, I see you in your power. They see you as fiery. They see you as knowing what you want. They see you as boundary oriented. They see you as somebody who's going to stand up for themselves. And the 5 of Wands, yep. And they know you're not going to take it lying down. Right? So if they do come towards you, they know that there's going to be some sort of conflict here. This person may also see that you're in a high vibrational energy. You've been working on yourself. You've been putting yourself out there. You're ready for something new, and other people are noticing. And that could also be very triggering for this person. Don't pay attention to double 5s coming through. All right. That's conflict, that's change, that's fluctuation. 6 of Swords in reverse. This person is a little bit detached, a little bit conflicted about how to come towards you or what the outcome is going to be, Taurus. But 6 of Swords, they're coming back around because they feel your soulmates, or they want union with you. I mean, this might totally piss you off too, right? I'm not saying that, for some of you, it might be endearing. We'll see. But we see the Tower in reverse. They don't want to let you go. They haven't let this connection go. And we see the High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces energy. The High Priestess has been coming out in all of my readings in this series, and it's because we are in Pisces season, but we've just entered Mercury retrograde in Pisces. This person may have secrets still. They might be still holding back some secrets, so please pay attention to that, Taurus. But for a lot of you, this is just confirmation that they're coming back between now and March 20th. Okay, so whenever you're watching this reading, it's like they may be reaching out or coming back towards you in the next couple of weeks. Emperor energy, you're being told to stand your ground. You may want to lower your ego, but not lower your standards here, Taurus. Again, not that you're operating out of pure ego energy, but, don't lower your standards. Okay, our candle went out. Queen of Swords in reverse. I can see that you're angry, you're upset. This can be resentful, Queen of Swords energy. You might have them blocked, and it feels like you have every right, Taurus, to be angry, to be upset, to even be resentful. Although, remember, holding on to resentment only hurts you, not them. Let me fix our candle situation, and I'll be right back. Okay, so candle situation fixed. Queen of Swords in reverse. I do also feel like you need to stand your ground, because Taurus, you also don't want to be pulled back into something that's low vibrational, or that's just a repeating pattern. And I feel like you're really, really aware of that. All right, let's see what else we need to know. King of Pentacles, you're stable, you're grounded. I'm kind of hearing like the worst is over. You have everything you need. You know what you deserve. Okay, and Judgment card energy in reverse. Use your best judgment. For some of you, this is an X for a reason reading, okay? And it's just confirmation. But this person, they're missing you. They want to come back around. It feels like they didn't act right. They feel like you're soulmates. They know it's not going to be easy. For some of them, it's certainly going to be possible. And for a lot of you, they're triggered at the fact that you're looking good, you're feeling good, and you're moving on, or you're getting attention elsewhere. But I want you to be really, really aware that this person, they might still have a third party around you. There might also be gossip around this person, or they might be hearing gossip about you that's really triggering for them. But you really have to analyze here, Taurus, what are their intentions for coming back? Is it to offer an apology for real healing and repair? Is that even possible? And, you know, or is it because something else didn't work out, or because they don't want to see you move on? All right, so a lot to think about in this reading, Taurus. Some of you, they're getting readings about you. They're watching, you know, they're watching videos such as this one, right? They're dedications. Okay, some of you, this person is very dedicated to trying to win you back, and they're feeling drained. They're feeling drained by the silence. They're feeling drained by the separation. They may be feeling drained because it feels like this person isn't really making the best decisions. And we see wish granted. Their wish might not be granted here with you, Taurus, or they're not getting their way is kind of what I'm picking up on. And they might be somebody who's used to getting their way, somebody who doesn't always like to sit with the consequences of their actions either. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else we need to know about this person. What else do my Taurus need to know about this person? They're self-absorbed, heads up, okay. We get, maybe you met this person online, okay, and judgmental. Now, this person may have been very judgmental towards you. They may have been harsh towards you, Taurus. And, you know, and I feel like you absorbed a lot in this relationship, to be honest. That's what I'm getting. I feel like you absorbed a lot here. And this person might be one of those people that can dish out things that they can't receive themselves. They are starting to show empathy or put themselves in your shoes. So there is that, okay. You know, a little pat on the back for, you know, showing empathy here, but it might feel a little bit too late. But of course, that's going to be up to you to decide. But I'm just worried. What worries me here is this third party energy that I feel is still around them. So they're either still susceptible to other people's opinions, you know, advice from friends and family, you know, maybe people that want to keep them single or don't feel like this relationship is right for them. And then for others of you, because there's somebody else, I don't know if it's somebody they co-parent with. I don't know if it's an ex. I don't know if it's, you know, like another option, but it just feels like it's exhausting. And I can see why you kind of want to protect yourself and you're ready to start something new. Because a lot of my Taurus, this is something that maybe you dealt with for a little bit longer than, I'm not going to say you should have, but then you would have liked to have. This person feels so drawn to you, they can't get you out of their mind. And I remember every detail of that day, which is probably the last day that you spoke to them or you talked to them. I'm not financially stable, so there's that. We definitely see like you are, or you're more stable, or you're more put together, and I need security. Yeah, but it's like, it almost feels like they need security. They're saying they need security, but is that what they offer? Is that what they're offering you? Again, let's look at their motives for coming back around, Taurus. All right. I'm not saying like we can't trust anything that this person is saying, but I would be very, very cautious here. All right, let's take a look and see at the soul level what this person may want my Taurus to know. At the soul level, what do they want my Taurus to know? So they may not be able to articulate this, but I want to be authentic. I'm no longer afraid. Yep, they want to come in with the truth. All right. Because they know that they've probably already lost you, or that's where this is going. And your beauty still moves me. Okay, so they're very attracted to you. You've been in my dreams, and I got spooked. I got scared. And I actually think this person is scared at this moment. Because again, they have to sit with the consequences of their actions. And they don't want to do that. Okay, let's see. What else do we need to know about this person for my Taurus, please? What else do we need to know about this person for my Taurus, please? They're coming into chaser in a codependent relationship, a fear of abandonment issues. Yep. This person has a fear of abandonment, and you are moving in a different direction here. And we see the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. This is what they're scared of. This is what they're pretty sure is happening. And it really might be the truth here, the emotional truth of this reading. Of course, you're going to have to let me know in the comment section down below. All right. And in your energy, we see mirror. So you might mirror each other. I don't feel that, though. I feel like you're actually much more evolved. You've acted with grace and self-respect. But, you know, relationships reflect our wounds. So some of my Taurus, we're going to be taking a look at here. Like, why did I allow this to happen so long? And not in the sense that you need to beat yourself up. But what was it that attracted to me or kept me here in this situation? Is there something I need to heal so that what I choose from here on out is more in alignment with me, is healthier for me? Okay, so you're definitely doing the introspection here. And be lighthearted when you find out the truth. Because some of this person, you don't realize it, but this person has feelings for you that you don't realize, or they're experiencing some tough karma behind the scenes, and it's really making them want to come back towards you. All right, like you've been a really tough karmic lesson for this person, but be careful. Seduction energy, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference seems to be a big theme in this reading. Now, it's shown up in some of the other readings in this series, but not the way it's shown up in your reading. It showed up early on in your reading, and the intuitive hit that I got, Taurus, is there's third party here. It doesn't have to be a romantic rival. It can be responsibilities. It can be work. It can be, like I said, friends and family, bad advice. But it almost feels like this person has allowed too much outside energy to intrude on this connection, and it feels destabilizing for you, and also feels like it's disrespectful to you. All right. And we see the butterfly, the relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, and growth. What I'm getting here is that this butterfly energy is not so much that this relationship necessarily is moving to the next phase, but this is you coming out of a cocoon, stretching flat, stretching your wings, evolving, transforming, becoming more beautiful inside and out. Not that you need to, but because you're not burdened by this energy, or feeling as dysregulated as you did throughout this connection. All right, so let's see what this person's very next messages are, or what their very next actions are towards my Taurus. What are this person's very next actions? Two of Coins, making a decision, they want to invest. Eight of Wands in reverse, but they're still coming in a little bit defensive. You may have to read between the lines of communication with this person. They may come in not emotional at all, or extremely emotional. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. Watch out. Player energy. This is also somebody who's got one foot in the door, one foot out. This is also someone who may not stick around. And we do see the Queen of Swords, communication coming in, that they want to work on things. But I don't know that you can trust this energy from them. I don't know that you can trust that they're going to put in the work, because with the Knight of Wands in reverse, I don't see it. With the Chariot card in reverse, this can be like, I'm coming towards you, and then I stop, and then I'm going to let you do all the rest of the work. I'm going to let you indulge me. Okay, so be very careful here, Taurus. I know these are not nice messages necessarily, but I do know that there's somebody out there needs to hear them. And if this reading isn't or doesn't resonate with you, do check out your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I also like to check out my North Node. All right, so we see Spirit's advice. Clarity comes from distance, Taurus. Stepping back can allow truth to surface. Okay, let this teach you. Every experience offers refinement. All right. Be patient with yourself. Growth happens in layers. And a lot of my Taurus, you may be still very drawn to this person, Be patient with yourself. Sometimes we have to let go of someone or something many times, or it's not as easy. Like, despite what's happened here, if you're still feeling it like it's difficult to just like cut the cord, move on, not care about this anymore, just be easy with your, be easy on yourself here. Okay, don't lower your standards, but don't beat yourself up either. And trust your pace. You're allowed to move slowly, Taurus, okay? And Spirit's also saying pause before you act. Give yourself space before responding. That's not to avoid, but allow yourself this way. You don't owe this person any urgency. You don't owe this person an immediate response, okay? You don't owe this person healing either. Okay, is the energy that I'm getting from the reading. All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.